I am an epileptic, and I'm here to help you understand what epilepsy is, and the perceptions that go along with it, and how they've changed over the years. As well, what causes epilepsy, and how people are diagnosed with this disease. And in turn, how people cope with epilepsy and lead normal lives successfully. So, without further ado, let's have a look. And I sincerely hope you learn something new. Enjoy.
Epilepsy is a neurologic disorder that's characterized by recurrent seizures. A seizure is caused by abnormal firing of neurons in the brain, and it causes different things in different people. So some people will, fall down to the floor and their whole body will kind of shake. Other people will have seizures where they just lose awareness for short periods of time. There's lots of different ways that we see seizures happening, but it's always due to this abnormal firing of the neuron. An aura is basically the same kind of misfiring or abnormal firing of neurons, but doesn't affect enough of the brain to cause the person to lose consciousness or to lose awareness. So during an aura, people will have kind of a abnormal sensation or feeling or sense, or people describe it in many different ways, but they'll still be aware of their surroundings. So people are usually diagnosed with epilepsy after they've had at least 2 seizures that are not due to a clear kind of precipitating event. And usually we also use an EEG or electroencephalogram to help make the diagnosis. An EEG is a way of monitoring or looking at how electricity is being conducted in someone's brain, and it can help us see if there's abnormalities in that would support a diagnosis of epilepsy.
At the beginning, a lot of people thought that when you have a seizure, the devil is inside you. I would love the society to know that's not true. And for a lot of people, no matter what kind of a seizure you're having, if you give us 5 minutes, we are back to who we were, and we're going to start walking the road of life again. We might stumble, we might have to take the different road, but we will still go on.
We're strong, we get through it. Many of us have had it for years, some were born with it. We're strong. What we need to do is continually work to help others realize that we're not a burden and we're not scary. And we can tolerate our seizures. We need them to tolerate us having seizures, including family members.
It's something that gives you motivation more than anything else.
Yeah.
When somebody tells you you can't do it, you're gonna go and do it. You're gonna go and do it. And that's when it ends up being more than just something that will stop you. It will actually give you the motivation to push that you need.
Emotionally, I can help myself with more sleep, lack of stress, physical activity helps, as opposed to hiding and sitting in a corner, not wanting to be around people. Physical activity helps me. I photograph wildlife, so hours of being gone doing that provides me physical fitness, and when I get home I'm tired. So enough sleep eat properly and exercise, and that's made a huge difference.
Like I have to make sure I have my meals. Like I can't miss a meal. I have to actually eat right before I go to sleep, because during the sleep is when my grandma's seizure happened. Because the insulin drop. With the sleep, I have to make sure I have 8 hours of sleep. With the stress, which is number one reason, I think, I just stopped, I guess I stopped caring about what other people think.
I finally had to just accept it, and that was the hardest part. That took the longest, was accepting it is what it is. Now what's the best way to deal with it? And what's made it tolerable and finally to have a peaceful life is not to be ashamed of me. I don't care anymore if other people aren't comfortable with it. I'm comfortable being me. And part of me is I have seizures. Part of me is I have epilepsy. And no longer will I allow that to stand in my way of doing what I want to do every day.
It was one of the scariest things. I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't even know it existed. I didn't know what it was. It was one of the scariest things. And I thought, okay, that's it. Go ahead and be ready for death. But I don't think the same way anymore. I started thinking that there's a huge rock in front of me that I can't go around it or over it. So it was basically over. But then right now, seriously, not only I see that rock to be a very small rock, I'm gonna jump over it and have fun while I'm jumping over it. And whenever you challenge me, I have no problem taking the challenge.
Oh, hey guys, welcome back. I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and I sincerely hope you learned something new, and spread the word of what you've learned. And just know that us epileptics are not weird or scary, we're just unique. So have a great day. Bye for now.